And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. And as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. And this is where we talk about everything in the drone world and promote the usage of drones. And if the weather has been nice where you are and not freezing cold like here in New York, please let me know how the weather is where you are and if you've been able to get out and fly your drones. Ooh, it's been cold here in the Northeast. And how are you doing today, Lawrence? I see you got.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Even though don't
let it go, bro.
Huh?
I had to let it go.
Oh! I got the Billy Goat's gruff going on right here.
Yeah, so did I. I had to let it go, man.
Oh, I thought about it the other day because I almost messed up a cut. I almost messed up. You know, you do one side uneven, you try to balance the other one,
and then you got to try to
all of a sudden you have an arthritic moment at that second, and you cut off a little too much. Yeah, but I balanced it out. But I'm good.
How's everything going other than that?
I'm good. But don't get it twisted because you see us sitting here in t-shirts. That just means it's warm here. It's cold as outside. Yo, last couple of days, man, it's been no joke in New York. When I have to put on my big winter coat, it's cold out.
I put on a good face. It's not that warm.
Okay. All right. Well,
you got to remember, I have the vent here, and then the computer is sitting actually in a spot where it gets it's not a good spot.
The air is good for the computer.
Yeah, this is a good spot in the summertime.
Oh no. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, well,
no matter how hot it is.
FTO says North Carolina's a bit icy. That's right. You guys got snow down. They're getting hit with a storm all the way from, I believe, Virginia. No, from North Carolina all the way up to DC right now. Wow. And we're supposed to get the outskirts of it.
No. We're not supposed to nothing.
No. They said if the cold air pushes it down, it'll pass south of us out in the water.
Right.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
You know what'll happen when it does that?
It'll get colder.
If it gets close to us, anywhere close, and it stays
it'll
south.
Turn to rain.
No. You can send that on to Mark Fisher.
Oh.
Anything coming above and they tell you it's coming down north of us and it hits the Gulf, Mark is coming your way. It's going to miss us because that water takes you straight out.
The Gulf of Connecticut, right? The Gulf of Connecticut. I'm just saying. Since people are titling bodies of water. Anyway, welcome to Wednesday night with those guys. Glad you guys are here. It will be summer soon. Don't worry.
Yes, real soon.
Morning, Rob and Sue. What happened?
Real soon. The Gopher said so.
Right.
They didn't drop him this time.
Yeah. You can blame de Blasio for that one. He killed one. He dropped it and it died a few days later. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, look how tall he is. Look, that was like jumping out of a two-story window for that poor thing.
Most animals can't jump from the flat on their feet.
That's what I'm saying.
He dropped it. That has a leg that's about that long.
Yeah, I know.
His legs probably went up into his hip.
Don't forget, hey Warren, don't forget the mayor that got bit by who was the mayor that got bit by one?
Him.
There was It was him also, right? Yeah. See, after that, I wouldn't been trying to touch one of them anyway.
But that's why he dropped him.
Oh, that's what it was. That all happened at the same time. I thought they were two separate incidents.
Yeah, that's why he dropped him.
Well, it bit the shit out of him, and then that's right. Okay, it was kind of funny though.
Good for him. That's true.
Hopefully,
but, man, it's been a minute. We weren't here last week, right? Yeah, we were on.
No, unfortunately, we apologize for that, but things come up randomly.
I was not capable of making it, making a live stream.
Yeah.
What was going on? Things are better now.
Good. I'm glad.
For what it is. I mean, I'm just we do have what? How many people are watching?
They claim 16, but
Yeah,
if I start shouting out from the top, from the bottom up,
I mean, it's 16, but it's only. Well, how many likes do you see?
I'd have to refresh my page. If I hold on, I refresh my page. It's only 8 likes, so that's probably the people that are in the chat. And it's 17, so we have that many lurking. CT Pirate said that he would be listening in the background. Okay, so that's how that goes.
18 watching.
Yes, it does. So let's if you want to do a roll call real quick.
Are you ready to do roll call?
Yeah.
Are you ready to do roll call? I mean,
yeah, I'm ready. Now there's 9.
We would, share a few thoughts and things here.
But we could. It's still early.
Yeah, it's still early for roll call. I mean, everybody gives you a grace time to get in. 5-10 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's true. Lawrence, I thought Santa took over your channel. No, dude. You know what it was? If you remember, Herman, last year and the year before, I was trying to grow a mustache, but this section here was black. So people kept saying Hitler stash and shit like that. And then I wind up cutting it off. But now, you know what's helping it grow? This wood brush. It's a beard brush. It has oils in it, and that seems
really just got to comb it.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I do.
But I use the Ace comb for that. I don't like my beard. It curls up.
Oh no! See, mine with this beard comb, which I got on Amazon. I'm not getting paid for, but I got it on Amazon. It has oils in it. If you use the small teeth there, if they don't lay down after that, I don't know what to tell you, bro. But mine used to be all prickly and all over the place.
No, it curls.
Herman's computer should come with a seizure warning. Your PC in the back. That's his pinky in the brain computer. You ask him what can't you do with it? I don't think there's too many things.
How are you gonna get a seizure?
Yeah, because on video games they give that warning now. They say if you suffer from seizures due to lights flashing and changing, and
Saturday Night Fever inspired edition.
If he was sitting there in the dark, it would look like he was in a club. Yeah, that's true.
You gotta see in the front. It's like the Saturday Night Fever edition.
Yeah, Herman
on the dance floor and
he said, "Are you building computers or discos?"
Well, it depends.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. What are you looking for? I mean, it computes, and it looks good doing it. I don't know. You can make it whatever color you want to make it. And then you have different patterns that you can set in it to go whichever way you want it to go.
You know what I found out?
You could do nothing.
It's very distracting for me.
What?
Because you gave me the Lian Lee fans for my computer.
Yeah.
And every now and then I just go squirrel and go, ooh, the colors. Depending on the pattern you put it on.
That's what it's for.
Just saying. Yeah, to look at.
Plus, some people might say it actually gives the computer more power.
Well, if you walk by it and the hairs on your arm don't stand up, you're okay.
You see the other one is an orange, blue, and white.
Yeah.
No, the other computer.
Oh, you're the one down below.
Yeah, it's in orange, blue, and white for the company logo. Yeah, but anyway, roll call, right? Who is in the house with us tonight, Lawrence? Who's
Okay,
here?
well, since I'm starting at the bottom, let's go with a quick shout out to RJ Ariels, who was actually here, the very first one here. So it's a coincidence. Shout out to Akirasho Warren. How are you? Hashtag squirrel. Steve, SJM Drones and Media from across the pond. Shout out to him. A big shout out to Brooklyn Jimmy. He just got in. You got to check out some of his videos. Take Off Lift and Land, Bronx, New York. That's our boy Eldon.
All right.
Good up, people. Bro? Good morning, Sue and Rob in Australia. Feet on the ground. Good morning to you guys. I know it's like 5 or 6 a.m. over there.
Rob.
Let's see who else. Who else do we? CT Pirate, who's listening in the background. He did come in early to say he would be listening in the background. FO Media from North Carolina. Shout out to you. Thank you for listening. RJ Ariels. Did I mention him? Yeah, I mentioned him first. John Olson. Okay.
John Olson.
Shout out to John Olson out on Long Island. And least but not last, Jody. Drone Shots.
You sure that's it?
Everyone. That's it, everybody. Okay, wait, one more. We got one more that just came in last minute. We give a shout out to Thomas Baker. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you very much. Don't forget to click that like.
There you go.
Now, what I was saying about check out Brooklyn Jimmy's channel. This is not a paid endorsement, but his.
all right. Settle down, studio audience. Studio audience. We gotta. Yeah.
He's a GoPro fan like I am, and he does a lot of like time lapses in his car and stuff like that. He does a lot of good work with a GoPro.
You know what's funny?
Huh?
In my midst of teaching myself how to edit, right?
Yeah.
I did something similar to that in one of the videos that I did. Oh, after I had the surgery on my ankle, and I had to go back to the doctor, and I filmed the whole thing.
What's up, Corey?
The doctor and back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did some kind of like you had to. You don't want to. There's no need to film the whole trip on the highway to the doctor. So you got to speed that up. Check out the video. It's in there. It's in the catalog.
Okay. I tried it a few times. I was my problem was my camera wasn't Velcroed down.
We gotta have one of his videos on here one day.
Okay. All right. We could plan something for that.
Maybe next week or so. We'll see what happens.
Well, next week I wanted to do something FPV, like you had mentioned. I'm requesting at least a 10-minute slot, a 5 to 10-minute slot, maybe, for next week to do some FPV stuff, because I found out some stuff about that 04 air unit and the 04 air unit light that a lot of people are complaining about and not happy about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people that put out videos, but the 04 air units, they have great quality pictures. The recording's crispy, the stabilization, but a lot of them aren't surviving crashes. I'll go into detail next week at some time, but
I mean, you can't. It's tiny.
It's a new product. It's a brand new product.
It's tiny though.
Hey, Angie.
Angie.
Chris, what's up, man? Jackson RC, how are you? But next week.
So you like that?
Okay, how about 7 minutes next week?
Hey, Chris, I see you like that one with that Philly cheese stick. Yeah, that was a hell of a sandwich, Lawrence. That
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteak.
Yes, yes,
If you
yes.
sat there and ate that whole thing,
No, I wouldn't want to go to the bathroom after him. I
forget
know
about
that.
going to the
Yo,
bathroom. He's
that
not
Philly
going.
cheesesteak was.
The sandwich was like this, and he just went. I'm like, dude, you can't
Yeah,
even lift
yeah,
it off
yeah,
the
yeah.
table. You got to lean. It was going upwards from the
I know.
table to his hand, and I'm like, damn, that's
We
greedy.
should have played. We should play that video on. We should have played that video tonight to show these guys because it's I could eat off of that thing 3 times, and being cheap, I could cut it into quarters and still get full. That's how long the Philly cheesesteak was.
Oh man, that looked longer than the
Hey Gary.
than the whole sandwich from John's.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, that's greed.
What's up, Gary? How are you?
Gary,
Gary?
good, Gary.
Wait. I have a message for Gary. Gary, this is a public service announcement. We Yanks down here would appreciate it if you would keep a little bit of that cold air up there above the Canadian line. Because the last couple of days, bro, I've had to put on the big coat. All right, I got it out my system, but seriously, y'all ODing with the cold weather. No, I'm just saying.
They don't make the cold in Canada.
Listen, he's up there. I gotta blame some damn body.
Gary, excuse him. You know, Washington is rubbing off on him.
You said I speak with my mind more. Huh? That's what's happening. He got jokes.
Washington is rubbing off.
What's good, man? Long time no see, man. How are you, Big Matt? I hope all is well. Oh, I'd like to thank Big Matt too, because I had asked him for some help. He was going through a body cleanse. He was cleansing, and I asked him some advice, and all of that stuff did work, Big Matt. I wanted to point out it helped. I lost 6 pounds in 1 week doing that cleansing. But yeah, he's the only one up there. I know. I mean, I know other Canadians, but I can blame Gary, and he won't take it personally.
Oh man, that's
Flynn,
funny.
how are you, John? What's up,
you thought? But like the mere fact that you thought Gary was in control of the weather was funny.
No, I just
Canada, period. But
yeah, he's up there, he's up there with a fan going like this, right? Across the United States.
Right, Canada is just up there. They got a factory. Yeah, this is where we manufacture the cold weather,
right?
And we ship it south into the United States.
We got 2 inches this morning with some flurries. Yeah, you guys are getting hit from DC all the way down to North Carolina. Wow. I know some people in the Virginia area, Norfolk, Virginia, they talking about getting about 10 inches of snow, bro. Wow. In Norfolk, Virginia.
Are they ready for that down there?
Hell to the no. Nope. You know they're not.
You know what? I don't want to get into the snow talk, but everybody says that New York is not really equipped for the snow either. The city, I couldn't see any major city, like the way New York is, actually deal with a lot of snow like that because there's nowhere to put it.
Right. Do you remember they were dumping it? They were putting it on barges and dumping it in the ocean. Wait a minute, Herman froze for a second. I hope he'll be right back. But in the event that, yep, he's still frozen. Do you guys see Herman frozen on the chat there? I know there's a little bit of a delay, but he is froze on my end.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
I don't know what the hell is going on here.
I don't know what that was, but you were gone for about 6 seconds, give or take.
That's all it was? It seemed much longer than that.
It seemed like, okay, 6 to 10 seconds maybe.
Something's possessed over here.
The Big Mac got jokes. Yeah, bro, you looking a little thin. You getting the bikini ready? I don't know about all that bikini shit.
Who, you?
Yeah, but I'm getting ready for bikini weather. Yeah,
Bikini.
just to go bikini watching. Definitely.
You know
32 feels like 22. Oh, RJ, that's nothing. We woke up this morning, it was in the teens.
Yeah. You know, as I was telling you, when I was in school, man, in Missouri, man, it was like that every day in the winter.
See, I would have left school. I would have left school.
Don't think I wanted to.
But wait a minute. Gary says they had the plow come by this morning, and after he left, half of the shoulder of the road mixed 2 feet of snow and put it back at the end of his driveway. Oh, wow.
Right,
You had your driveway plowed and it came by. Yeah, that's what they
put
do.
it back. Yeah, that's all it does.
And you still have to dig your way out.
Keep on digging. But
well,
you know,
at least you have a plow, a snow blower, I hope.
We weren't.
What's up, Herman?
We weren't here last week, and we were looking at some things. And what I saw was sad was that Autel shutting down.
Yes. We should have had a news ticker.
But I heard about it, and then I saw the article, and I was like, "Whoa!" Wait, I don't know, but anyway, I'm sorry. I mean, it was becoming difficult for them anyway. I don't know what they were doing. Realistically, I don't know what they were doing. Things just seem to get so tough.
I'm listening to you. I was just answering someone in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them.
What happened?
I don't know what happened to
with them. Autel. You know what? Autel claims that they are getting ready to focus on newer, more competitive drone solutions. Now, what that means, I honestly
don't mean you.
Right. It may not include us. Usually when companies start saying we're going to focus on more competitive drone solutions, that usually means in the drone community, they're going towards enterprise, maybe.
Yeah, of course. That's what I was saying. I heard that, but you know, when I saw that article, I just shake my head.
And what's funny is it's their high end. Well, it's their prosumer end that they're doing this with.
The stuff that these guys looking to fly.
Right, but Dragonfish, which was one of their drones, you know, that's their fixed wing drone that they have. Did you ever see an Autel advertisement? They have the Dragonfish hanging in the air.
I've heard that's a very good drone.
Yes. Well, they're even discontinuing that as well, and sales have ceased for all of the above.
Wow.
If you have the Dragonfish, the fixed wing, that service ends December 20th in 2026 because it's a much larger contract. And if you have anything of the Evo 2 series from the Evo Pro, which shoots in 6K, the dual 640 thermal, or the RTK unit, or the enterprise version, any of those, service ends this year, October 31st, 2025. But all sales have ended. They're not selling anymore. And if you find them on the internet, be wary. That's what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10,
bang on the door a little bit, Angie.
They'll probably be used, and Angie says her door was frozen solid. Damn.
You got to bang on the door a little bit.
Gary, where is the windsock that it got buried in a bank of snow? Because that's too much damn snow. Hey, Leonard, what's up, JSK? But I hope they're not saying this and shutting down.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're shutting down.
I don't think they're shutting down. They may be trying to step into the enterprise world of enterprise.
I believe that's what they thought, but let's see what happens after. It's going to be the tariffs and stuff. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that too. Plus, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking and hearing some things that's going on, but last week we were supposed to speak about this thing here. The video you brought to my attention was quite interesting, and I'm like, wow, I guess when you start using FPV for war,
Yeah,
anything is possible, right? I mean,
well,
who would think?
This was posted in one of the largest FPV groups that I know of here on the East Coast. Check this out. Some of you may have seen it, but those of you who are not into FPV, well, check it anyway.
The Russian military received a batch of drone goggles that were booby-trapped to explode when they were turned on, according to state media over there. Apparently, an individual donated all of the goggles as if they were humanitarian aid, and then when the glasses were turned on, they detonated and exploded, kind of like some pagers that we were talking about not too long ago. Now, the Russian news agencies didn't specify whether there had been any injuries or fatalities from it, but they did say that the goggles were SkyZone Cobra X V4 headsets that were used to provide a visual when they were controlling FPV drones. They also added that when the military opened the batch, they found plastic explosives in all of the products. Now, so far, the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine has not claimed responsibility for the reported sabotage, and maybe it was just somebody that was independently working, who knows? Now, allegedly, it was said that each goggle contained from anywhere between 10 to 15 grams of plastic explosives, and that the boxes all shown signs of tampering. Now, apparently they figured this out when they were conducting an inspection of the humanitarian aid supplies, but judging by the video, in order to detect the explosives, the outer casing, the glasses had to be removed physically. According to the people that were doing the inspections and the Telegram channels that were posting about it, the detonation circuit was linked to the power button, meaning that as soon as you turn it on, it should detonate the explosives. Now you can see he keeps breaking this thing apart. He's having to remove the entire thing, breaking it completely down, pulling the goggles completely apart. There's nothing you can see in there. There's like some reflective mirrors, but whenever he actually takes the sides apart, that's when you start to see some of the interesting stuff, because that right there, that side, that gray thing that's connected to the power, that gray thing is the plastic that they were talking about, the plastic explosives that were actually wired directly into whether you turn it on and turn it off, and that's how it was activated. See, he pulls that apart. That right there is the actual device that they were talking about that was explosives being hardwired into it. So pretty wild that they found these things. I don't know what caused them to inspect it. I guess at this point, everybody's very paranoid and wary if they're receiving something like that that's for free, if it hasn't gone through some sort of vetting agency. So it makes sense why they would want to inspect these things.
Now, let me go on to say that, hey, Ray of Sunshine, let me go on to say that you remember the beeper incident in the Middle East, where a bunch of people brought beepers and all of a sudden they started exploding? Well, those were given out in the Middle East by some unknown source. And the fact that someone was donating these goggles, because Ukraine, we did stories on the Ukraine doing FPV bombing and all of that stuff, right? You remember? And it's funny that Russia's doing the same too with FPV drones. And someone donated all of these goggles to the Ukraine, to Russia. So that their soldiers could use it. I don't know. What do you think? If that's a terrorist weapon, yes, but effective. It may exactly, because as soon as you hit the power button, whether you have them on or not, it's a little. Yeah, war is terrible. I agree. It is terrible. Some reason we can send a man into space and satellites and things like that, but we can't live next to each other. Basically. Irregular warfare.
It's a little bit more than that.
Oh no, I agree with you. It definitely is. But just to let you know what's going on in the world out there,
There's something that's happening.
Like I said, I had saw that last week or early this week.
That was last week.
In an FPV group.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Because we were supposed to show that last week. We were going to show that last week, but we never got to do the
Well, I wonder, how did they find out there were plastic explosives?
More than likely.
Because he says something about quality control took apart.
Well, here's the thing. Anything that you send, if it's not coming directly from the manufacturer to the federal government or federal installation,
you should be wary.
They're going to take it apart, hump it, smell it, sniff it, lick it, and see what it does.
Okay, so that was standard procedure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's like, because I don't know, people who send stuff to federal locations, so maybe like certain prisons and stuff like that. You have to have the company send it. You can't.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Right, I see what you're saying, because it could be tampered with or whatever. Don't want your goggles to explode, then don't invade another country. Seems simple. I get it totally, but this is just to let you know what kind of warfare is going on out there. But I'm seriously wondering.
We got to get a break. One of our sponsors is
wow. Yes.
It's these two guys.
For a live stream that talks about everything in the drone world. Tune in every Wednesday night to Wednesday Night with Those Guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, we have to throw that in there, because if we don't, we don't get a check. I wish.
This wonderful month here that we're in of the year, this tiny short month that we have,
Black History Month,
keeping in line with American history. And we all love flying our drones, right?
Oh yeah.
And we all know who Frank Wang is, the founder of DJI. We all know who he is.
Correct.
But do we know of any other people who have been innovators, people who have developed this drone technology, other people? Because there's one other player in the drone industry who has been involved in the innovation of drones, and a little video I found of him, who is Willie Jenkins.
In the 1970s, a young Willie Jenkins studied the possibilities of aviation in dreams, sketching ideas that would one day take flight. On a humble rooftop in Los Angeles, he transformed discarded parts into innovative wonders, crafting the future with his own hands. Years later, Willie sat with his creation, the Skywatcher, overlooking the city that once held his dreams aloft. But when faced with boardrooms and investors, systemic barriers loomed, casting shadows on his innovations. Despite the obstacles, his vision laid the groundwork for the drone technology that thrives in today's laboratories. In factories around the globe, drones are meticulously assembled, each piece echoing Willie's original designs. Consumers eagerly embrace these marvels of technology, unaware of the genius who first imagined their flight. In fields and open skies, Willie's legacy is tested and proven, inspiring new generations to innovate and explore. Drones now navigate logistics hubs, revolutionizing industries far beyond what Willie could have imagined. Above bustling cities, they capture breathtaking views, a testament to Willie's dream of unmanned flight. In advanced factories, robotics and innovation converge, building on Willie's pioneering work. Presentations reveal cutting-edge designs, yet few know of the man whose vision they echo. Engineers fine-tune the intricate electronics, continuing the work Willie started decades ago. Today's youth, surrounded by technology, stand inspired by Willie's enduring legacy. As they unbox new possibilities, they honor the memory of a true innovator, Willie Techman Jenkins.
Okay.
That was interesting.
I had no idea until I had saw this on the internet, this
Mhm.
actual story, and I had no idea that he built one of the first autonomous drones early in the 1980s, going back.
Well, I
And
first saw the story on I think it was Instagram.
yeah,
Yeah.
that,
Hmm.
that might have been where I saw it. That might have actually been where I had saw it. And I thought it was interesting to know that a lot of the technology, like obstacle avoidance and be able to take off by yourself and land by yourself, was I thought the story was interesting, to be honest. I mean, it also goes on to say that a lot of his ideas were miraculously stolen. I wonder how and by whom and when and where, but that goes into to a whole nother stream.
That's business.
Yeah, it's
That
business. You know how I know? I had a friend real quick who had an invention, and then you'd see these
boy.
ads on TV. You have an invention, call us. We'll patent or
Uh,
copyright your invention.
mhm,
And what they did, he took his invention there. We spoke to somebody,
mhm,
and I actually went there with him. And the
mhm.
guy told me, he says, well, you'd have to find a manufacturer. You have to find someone worth investing money in doing blah, blah, blah. Make a long story short, he paid $800 a year every year for 6 years. And on the seventh year, they asked him, are you willing to sell your idea? Since no one seems to be biting. And he was like, you know what? I'm 6 years in the hole. Well, how much are you going to give me for it? And they brought the idea. Whether they use it or not, I have no idea, but
Okay. Well,
that's what happened. Hey, Angel, what's up?
that happens all the time. There's companies out there that actually do that.
Yeah,
That yeah, they'll take your idea to market. You remember that guy? He used to, well, not to go squirrel, but that guy that had the commercials, Ron Popeil.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's what that was. They got ideas from people and they were able to take it to bring it to market.
Okay.
But yeah, you
All
know what
right.
I want to ask you, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Are you a Mini 4 Pro guy or a Flip? Because
Mini 4 Pro, definitely.
Mini 4 Pro.
Mini 4
What
Pro.
I found to be interesting about it was the fact that they're both the same damn drone. Just one has the little flip tennis rackets on it. Well, it's ducted, and the other one you have to add the ducks to it. But they're both, sub 250s. They all basically are the same, other than the fact that I guess what the Mini 4 Pro has the HLG in the
Yes.
color
Yes.
profile, but the other one,
And
the same
360
10
up.
bit
Yeah.
D log M is all the same. But what do you say?
And the big difference is the 360 obstacle avoidance.
Ooh, well, as far as the fact that it's a flying camera, everything camera wise is pretty much the same. Yeah,
Hey, Marcel,
I just think that the flip is missing something. I guess flip 2 might be better.
I'm thinking so also. Also, definitely. You know why? Because it was the first one. And DJI is infamous for creating the first version and making you definitely want the next one that comes out. But as far as me personally, you asking me, um, which one would I do? I'm a camera drone guy. I don't need the little hoitsy-toitsy one you launch from your hand. You can looking around.
The
Huh?
flip, the
I
flip.
prefer if I had to pick the two, I would pick the Mini. The Mini's a lot more capable and
Okay.
a longer flight time.
Yeah, me too.
So when you fly the Mavic 3, you get used to 40 something minutes of flight time.
That's
You
what it
know?
is.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
now I know.
definitely.
Okay. because this here is freezing in here. I don't know what you're talking about. It's cold. It's
Oh no, you forgot where we are. They just put in all new heating units. So now, I like I said, because you guys, because you see us in t-shirts.
I'm in Frigidaire.
Oh, sorry, bro. With the flip, I'm afraid of it being.
Nah, but you.
Ray of Sunshine says with the flip, I'm afraid of it being a flyaway. Now, see, that's very smart and wise because it only has sensors in the front and sensors on the bottom. And I have heard of the flip losing people and getting locked on something else, or it'll lose and just it'll lose you and hover there.
Can it fly with a remote?
What y'all think about canceling drone insurance? What do you mean, Marcel? What do you mean, Marcel? As far as
tell me because I still pay for that shit.
Yeah, because I just paid mine last month. No, this month, the beginning of this month. I paid mine for another year.
I gotta pay for all of it.
And unfortunately, Herman has more insurance. He's got those guys' aerial insurance, and then he has his own personal insurance for his drones.
So there's and then we still have to pay insurance. Who cancels insurance?
Who's canceling drone insurance, or is it just select companies? Just watch Drone U talk about how drone insurance won't be a thing anymore. Marcel.
That's the guy that we still waiting for him to show.
Hold on, Marcel. I respect you as a friend. Okay. Sometimes that guy says things as if he's getting paid to say it, and I'll leave that there. Non-renewals and coverage changes. Well, did he mention whether it was for the hobbyist or for the industry? Because that I'm gonna have to look at that video now. We're gonna have to check out that video, Armin.
Because I can't see for Part 107 operations. You don't have to have insurance. I can't imagine that world.
Hey, what's up, Spy Control?
Unless
shout out to Hawaii.
Rubbing off on him too.
Yeah, see. For events. He's saying for events. Yeah. I'm definitely going to check out that.
I gotta check that.
Yeah, because if he's saying it would be kind of hard to get rid of insurance when to get a job, you need a minimum of $2 million. At least in the state of New York, you need a minimum of a $2 million policy to work some sites and workplaces.
Nobody won't let you on a construction site if you don't got insurance. Let that thing come down. They guys that and now he ain't working.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting this for watch later.
Who is going to pay for that?
Yeah.
We live in the world of insurance. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, but, thank you for putting us on. Maybe we'll have something to say about it next week.
Well, I'm definitely gonna say something about it. But I mean, no.
Be careful with what he says. If you remember, he used to go Skydio this, Skydio that. Now he's cricket. When them checks stop coming in, it's like they're like I'm not gonna say nothing. Because then they'll be, Lawrence was dissing Drone U, and no, I'm not going to say nothing. It's a great channel. I love it.
What is he going to do?
You have a valid point.
If you say something funny about him, what is he going to do? Come on here.
Yeah, you have a valid point.
Confront you in the street? I doubt that.
Sky Control says your CPU looks like the flux capacitor.
You have to
see the flux capacitor 5.0, bro.
You have to see it from the front. It's more like the dance floor on Saturday Night Fever. You gotta check out the movie. Yeah.
You should post that video. You don't have that video on your computer, do you?
No.
Oh, see, you should upload that to download it at home, and then you can show the inside of the computer better.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
yes. Thanks for letting us know about that, Marcel. I didn't know he put out anything new.
Yeah, I saw it. I just didn't watch it.
I have it and saved for
There-
later, so definitely.
There was a launch yesterday, wasn't it? Right, focused on every move. Whatever that's what they calling it. I think it was. Yeah, the Osmo Mobile 7 was released. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not a big Osmo Mobile guy, but what I will say about an Osmo Mobile, and I think that the older Osmo Mobiles are still
tongue twister.
are still fairly good. And the reason why I say that is because if it's just a gimbal you're looking for, then the better the cell phone has gotten, the better the Osmo Mobile will be. But
That's
this
true.
new Osmo Mobile is crazy. The Osmo Mobile 7 and the 7P. So what's going on new here with this multi-functional mode? The Osmo happens to have this feature, just like all of the DJI products with this Osmo, was it auto? They can now, you can auto sync all of these things with the microphones and stuff like that. And these things, this Osmo Mobile actually is integrating with your phone, adjust brightness and control color temperatures. Wow. It's got its own built-in tripod on it, so it's got a lot of things going on, and it's portable and easy to move around with.
And it's telescopic.
Yeah, all of that good shit like that right there. Because it's also got remote control capability to your smartwatch, and it's got its 3-axis gimbal and active track 7.0. Tracks better than ever now. You can track even an ant on the ground, all kind of dance moves, and hey, listen, it does all kind of tracking, and it tracks the tracking, and it has extended battery life. Oh man, you can shoot forever. Yeah, seriously, it's basically designed for the inner creator in you to do all kind of wonderful things. It's got the one tap editing on it, so you got it all right there with this thing. I mean, knock yourself out. You can you got to know the Osmo Mobile to like it. Yeah, you got the 6. How'd you like the 6? Because if you like the 6, you'll love the 7. And if you got
definitely
the newer Samsung or even the iPhone, the last 2-3 editions of these phones, forget about it.
The Osmo series itself, I started noticing it from the 5. I did not have an Osmo. I had an Osmo.
The Osmo?
I had an Osmo. But this one, what you were saying about syncing the mic to it, that's the 7P, because it comes with an adapter that you put on the side of the camera, and that actually you can use hand gestures with it. It'll recognize your hand open. You close a V to stop recording. To start recording, you show your palm. It's a lot smarter and it's cheaper.
Right. Some of the features that you would have normally gotten, like a Ronin, is starting to trickle down. It's funny because how these products talk to one another. I bought the Ronin, and I have a Raven Eye, and with the Raven Eye, you can sit that on the Ronin with the camera and everything on it, and that thing will track you, move the Ronin around. Funny. All with the what do you call it? The Lumix cameras.
Yeah,
you can connect the Lumix camera straight to the Osmo, and with the controls from the Lumix camera settings, like I showed you the app on the phone. If you use that to track with, it will move the Osmo, the Ronin.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you can't beat the price. What is the going price for these? Because from what I understand, the P is the one that comes with the separate module, but the Osmo 7 is starting at $90, bro.
Really?
That's the Osmo 7, which is, and check it out, $50 cheaper than the
That's
Osmo 6. The Osmo 6 was a buck 40, 140
Yeah.
US dollars.
Jump on it.
So not only did they make a better one, but they made
Mhm.
it. That's a stocking stuffer, $90 all day. Especially with young kids today. Now,
Who's
the
stocking?
for who's stocking? I would put one of those in someone's stocking.
All right, you heard that, right? Next Christmas, Lawrence is giving out Ronin, Osmo.
Yeah, that's the fuck a Ronin. Made me pass out. Giving out Ronin.
Lawrence,
Hey,
give
just sorry.
Osmos.
Yo, maybe I'll do that for Christmas. I'll give out an Osmo 7. But the P comes with that multifunctional module. It acts as a receiver and another external mic, or it's the hand gesture thing.
Okay.
And that starts at $150.
And
the Osmo 6 currently retails at $140. So come on, for $10 more than the Osmo 6 when it was brand new.
For what it can run you on this, you might as well step up to a Ronin.
Yeah, I would guess you would have to.
You know what? I actually like these kind of things, like the gimbals and I was honestly, it was gimmicky, but I was a little disappointed with the original Osmo Pocket.
Okay.
I didn't like the fact that you demoed a whole damn camera that was in the same range of this to make it pocket size. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was my issue with it. So
you know what I've been seeing a lot of from DJI? I've been seeing a lot of people in New York with the Osmo with the twist screen.
Yeah, the third one. Because it went with it's going where it should have never left.
Yeah.
A true handheld something. The bitty thing that they came out with, you gotta, what does it say on the screen?
Hold on. My condolences to you, Jim's droning, for your baby sister. Condolences to you and your family. I'm sorry, I wanted to see what was going on. I just caught up with the chat.
I missed that.
He had mentioned that his baby sister had just passed, so I was giving my condolences while everyone else was doing the same in the chat.
I'm so sorry. My condolences.
Yes, definitely. Prayers sent to you and your family. We have about 6 minutes before our next sponsor.
Really? So,
yes.
I don't know, but there is supposed to be a launch coming up. What, they roll with it? It's supposed to be coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there has been so much speculation as to what it might be. And everyone has been wondering. I don't know. What do you think it might be, Lawrence? Because there's been a lot of talk and a lot of speculations.
Well, from what I understand, if you look at the picture, I have the picture if you want me to bring it up.
No, but I'm just asking you what you think it could be.
That's why I want to bring it up, to show you exactly what I think it is. If you look at this green ring right here, okay, this is any green. I don't know what happened.
I don't see what you're talking about.
Oh, you don't see it. Hold on. Sorry about that. My bad. Share. Oh, I didn't hit share screen. Duh. There we go. This ring right here is some type of just power light to let you know it's on. But in this center, if you look at this, if I try to zoom in, it's not going to let me zoom in anymore. It looks like I can't tell if that's some type of sensor or a camera lens.
I got you. Okay. Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because I was just wondering because there was something that had come up, and I was wondering about this.
I saw that. I did see that RS4 Mini, and that's going to be a game changer if that is true.
So I don't know.
Is that a part of that system? We don't know. We
Oh,
don't. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
the reason why I say that is because that was something that I had saw, and then there was a few things that had come up, and like even this. Is it true? Is it in the wind?
This is this right here, the 360.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the size of it, I think it's going to kill.
Yeah, but you see what he posted here about this
The
360.
Osmo 360 in the wild.
Is it in the wild? I think it's going bad, going bad. I don't think we see it.
What do you mean?
When are we going to see that? But from what I saw,
okay, I get it. I see what you're saying now.
I don't know when we're going to see that because, what was it? There was something from Eagle on what, the 16th? There was there was a post from Eagle on the 16th that I thought was interesting.
What's with the box?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's this right here. I had seen
Now
this.
you see what he said?
Huh?
In the post, in that tweet, you see what he said?
Oh, continue the parade of new products from DJI, the RS4 Mini and Mobile 7P. Everything is clear.
See, that's
Besides the Osmo 360. Now we can see the test model of the dock.
Right. So that's why I was wondering.
He's throwing a lot of stuff right here.
If it wasn't going to be the that what do you call it?
The RS4 Mini.
Yeah, that new Ronin, that new mini Ronin.
That would be interesting. That would definitely be interesting, no?
Yeah, because it's one of the things that was talked about. It was one of the things that was mentioned, So that's why I figured that was it. But then, what was it? Didn't Jasper drop a post on the 14th about something?
That's that one we just showed. Which one?
From Jasper.
I have. Right. That's okay. If it's not, that's this right here. This you're talking about. If it's not a DJI drone, I'm not really interested.
Right.
But the first picture of the Osmo 360
know it ain't a drone.
Yeah. He knows what's coming out is not a drone. Do you know that? I didn't pick up on that. I did not pick up on it. That's interesting. You don't think so?
What? That he knows it's not a drone? I know he
knows.
If
it's not, he says if it's not.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what the hell they're going to come out with.
Yeah, he said but he knows it's not.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Why he did that?
That's what it sounds like to me. He knows it's not a drone that they're coming out with tomorrow. And if that's so, if they do not come up with a drone tomorrow, you have to pay close attention to his words from now on.
Really? Because I was looking at even in Drone DJ and Drone DJ is the only one that's probably going to put an article out on it.
It's sponsor time.
But they were talking about that Ronin too. Sponsor time, you said?
Jim Droning says a sensor tracker for the Roning. It's sponsor time. You know, that's what I think. Go ahead. Sorry.
Jonah Deere. If you're a Part 107 pilot and you're looking to scale your operations, you just want to get out and do all the work and leave the office work to someone else, then Jonah Deere is for you. This is the place where you could book all appointments, keep all your records, even meet new clients, and tools to make you a more knowledgeable pilot. Jonah Deere, that's for you. Oh, wow, look at that. We get more content.
Oh. Hey, what's up, Ray Kelly? How are you?
That's what happens when you make the cursor larger.
Oh, bigger. I did it on mine. I changed the color and everything.
We say, whoa, Ray Kelly. Hey, how you doing, Ray? What's going on, man?
Yeah, I hope everything's going well with you down in Florida, where it's nice
How's
and warm.
the weather down there, Ray? Hope you've been able to get out and fly.
Yeah, they flying down there. They doing their thing down there, meeting up every few days or whatever.
All right, I'm hoping they're
when you coming back up north, Ray.
He ain't coming this way.
He ain't coming back up here until it breaks 50, 60 degrees.
He ain't coming up here no time soon. He's not coming this way until well after the meetup. I know.
Yeah, right. No, he'll be up there before the meetup. I'm pretty sure.
To do.
Mm.
Right. That's what I said.
Good point.
Right. It's we've been talking about the Mavic 4, right? Pro. Did it come out yet? Because we've been talking about this thing for like the last how many months now? 4 months?
Yeah.
Or more. It seems like listen. I just listen to these guys on Twitter and some of the stuff that they post, and between Igor and drones with this Sky City thing here, it was very interesting. A little a tweet.
This video right here.
Yeah, the video was interesting. Yeah, because there's things about this.
Go ahead.
There's things about this drone that you explore more every time, because this is like a prototype that they're flying here.
Yes, it's definitely a prototype. And
so
when you finish talking, I want to go back to it.
Right. So looks like there's tape all over this shit. But you see the front legs here. The front legs here does have some kind of peg on it, but it does lean forward.
No, the camera has a landing pad under it, as you see right here.
If you look,
there are no landing pad, no legs on the front.
That's the back.
Is that a prototype?
That's the back you're looking at, Lawrence. The front has. Wait till it lands again. You'll see. It does.
No, it lands. Watch. Hold on. Right there.
Under the front legs.
Oh shit! You're right. I'm looking at it backwards.
Yeah. It lands just like, but the camera is so close to the ground.
I know.
Can it actually look down when it's?
Well, it's on the ground. Probably. It looks like it. Here, watch. I'll stop it right here. Once it hits the ground, and you'll be able to see. There's clearance for. You know what?
Yeah. Okay.
No, it won't. That lens.
Like when the startup is just going
right
like a pigeon.
Oh, stop, man. I hope not. I hope not. Seriously.
It'll be like.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Every time I start up, it bangs on the ground.
So nobody's had a seizure yet, right, Lawrence? Okay.
No,
No, but there
no,
was
no
a
one's under seizure yet in the order.
that well actually drones and Eagle put out the same video. There was what did I have? Oh, I thought that this is what okay, your man Osita LV.
Mm-hmm. Or Osita 55. The
This
iris of 2.5 and 6 times of the Mavic 4 Pro will be 2.8 on all of them. That's good to know. So
yeah, it sounds like
that's
he was
really good to
biting his
know.
tongue when he was writing that.
Fixed aperture. Listen, that
I
sounds
don't
real nice.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he was a little that's
What do you mean?
I have to because I got what I have to go back to the specs through the specs on that because the way it's a little worded there is a little weird, but I don't know. There was another post from Jasper yesterday on the 18th
Yeah.
that was put out and those you know how you ever see those pictures and they make them with looks like they're well
Mosaic.
pointillism like how you have dots and you shade the
Yeah.
dot.
Make them look mosaic. Like this
No,
here.
it's
This
actually
right here.
by dots. It's a point.
You can see it right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
On screen.
Yeah, that also had a tweet with that, and he alludes to the fact that there's some more stuff coming
Right.
on this drone within the
Yeah.
next few
More
days.
information.
So we'll be, I guess, keeping our eye open for the rest of the information. But we have already seen so much about the specs on this thing that we
Right.
really much know what the damn drone is already. You know.
True. True. I want to see one in action.
Yeah. He posted two things yesterday. It was another one that of the picture of the drone and a little tweet post that he had there that he had posted this picture before. And he posted it again, but this time with different capture on it.
Which
That was the
should
other
be
one
this
you
one.
have from Jasper.
Okay. That's this one here. This one. Hello, Mavic 4 Pro again. My good friend,
Uh-huh.
found this. You found. I don't know who you is. Found some unique images today. Although it will launch in April. All right. So right there, telling you when it's supposed to come out. Rumor also will have 52-minute flight time. Deckless electronic ND filters, 100 megapixel on the O4 Plus. See, they're switching up on them. The O4 Plus operating
Right.
system with an RC2 controller.
So they're already coming out with a new operating system.
And they just came out with O4.
But this time they're not killing it with the flagship drone.
Yeah. Well, let's. Yeah, that would be stupid to do. Yeah, that means more to come. That O4 Plus, I better work with everything else after that.
Well, I mean, now that you're coming out with this 04 Plus, now going forward, any other drones that you come out with, and provided that you put out drones,
Right. Okay.
you know
I
what
get
I mean?
what you're saying.
They'll work with that controller. It wasn't like you came out with this thing and then dropped a bunch of new drones and after this, that was out, and then you got what, a mini and you got a mini drone to fly with it too. So we'll see what happens, because it was a picture that I saw, and it's not the first time I've seen this. Well, the first time I've seen this.
25 kilometer distance. sensor LiDAR. See? The Mini 5 will have LiDAR.
Well, we don't know because what was Jasper's reply on the 14th with that post that he put out about that Mini 5 there?
Oh, okay. That one says, hold on. Let me pull it up. That one says, hey, I can't even pronounce that name. Hey, whatever. Sorry, but it's a fake Photoshop picture. Both 5s are off. The LiDARs are crooked, and the real one will probably have a camera that looks more like the DJI Flip Center. Okay, interesting. Cheers. So he's telling them, yo, what you're posting is fake out there. That's this image right here, this Mini 4 Pro image that you see. So,
wow, look at
you
how
know what?
written
It's good. He's on point. He's catching them.
Wow, look at that. Somebody wrote that in with a pen.
The 5, right? The 5 is a different font size. The Pro is written in. It's a very shabby job.
Wow.
I'm sorry. It's a shabby job. So if you go back to that picture,
this one, yeah,
yes, that's the one that he's talking about. You can see Pro is handwritten. The 5 was done with like a Sharpie, and Mini, yeah. Psych.
So they put these two little dots. He put these two little black marks on the top of the Mini. The Mini. That's funny.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Anything people will do anything, bro, to go viral. You know that.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. That's funny. You know what? You remember what was it? That was wow. It seems like it wasn't that long ago, but it was before the new year. The whole incident when everybody was going nuts about the whole drone sighting in Jersey.
Yeah.
You remember that, right?
Yes, I do.
Well, listen to this one. Man's laser strikes police police copter. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because you remember, like I said, all of the drone talk in Jersey, what was going on. Well, this man from Colts Neck, New Jersey.
Yep.
He shined his laser at what he believed was a drone in the sky. And from what I'm understanding on the articles, that it happened to be that he shined this light on what happens to be a police helicopter. Not only was it a police helicopter, but it was a federal government helicopter. He shined his light into this. Before I get into that, let me explain to you that this helicopter was operating at 2,500 feet.
Right.
And this gentleman shined his laser, right, which happens to have a green beam, into the cockpit of this helicopter, where the pilots noticed it right away, they say, and they turned to maneuver to see where it came from before they got struck again. And they happened to see the area, and once they were on the ground, they were able to track it back to the gentleman's house.
Yep.
Where he was later, I guess, nicely accosted by the police.
Well, at first he did deny that it was him and his friend in the backyard, and then he changed the story up and said, during the second interview, they said he changed his story up and said he admitted pointing a laser once or twice and throwing the laser pointer he used away.
Right.
But he was charged by complaint with knowingly aiming a beam of laser at an aircraft. For those of you who don't know, it is illegal to point laser pointers. Like they use laser pointers to point at star systems and certain stars at night, but to point them at an airplane or aircraft, period, is illegal. So if you didn't know or you saw someone doing it, I would move away from them. Usually, if one is flashed into a cockpit, the planes immediately alert someone. Most planes now can tell if a laser is being aimed at it because of laser targeting systems. So the fact that these guys saw this laser light pierce their helicopter, he was pointing and saying, "Oh, look, there's a drone right there," pointing it out to people, and people are going, "Ooh, ah," or whatever the hell he was doing. But to finish the story, it goes knowingly aiming a laser pointer at an aircraft is a federal crime and comes with a maximum 5-year prison term and a $250,000 fine. So fuck around if you want.
How they said, fuck around and find out?
Yeah, he found out. And if you think that they cannot trace the laser back to you, if you do it once or twice, like he claims, but we know he did it more than that. The airplanes, they have a way of telling, because I know this for a fact at Kennedy Airport, living in Rockaway, most growing up out there all my life. A few people have tried it and pointed lasers at the planes as they're coming in the land. And somehow they know the exact spot where that person was.
Okay.
So I don't know what kind of technology it is. All I know is they can
probably take some pictures.
Yeah, probably right. Take a picture and point right down to the spot. But he was a big dummy. Okay, and I remember seeing the video of this guy. They have video. I was trying to find it, but for some reason I cannot. It was actual video of a guy standing there with the green laser point, because his neighbor the person who was there in the yard with them was filming him, and they were following the laser up, and it was pointing apparently at a government helicopter, police helicopter. Good for him.
Okay.
Now on with the story.
Okay. Well, I guess it was a couple of weeks ago I had mentioned here on the stream that well, I guess the only place I can mention it, right? That we were gonna go back to adding in a few things during the live stream. The stories that you just don't hear on any other live stream, stuff that we were talking about in the past, that stories that, because drones, I what really held me to drones was the fact that they did a lot more than me flying it across the East River, up and down the East River, across the Hudson, and all over New York City and New York State. There's a lot more than me flying my drone. These drones did a lot of other things, and people have used them as tools to not only do real estate stuff like that, but these drones have been used to help people. And and I think that when we sit back and as we sit here and wonder, like, why hasn't the drone industry grown here in the United States? You got to look at the fact that our STEM programs have been stifled. We've been stifling programs in school for the longest time now. Even like some of our shop classes and things like that, those called curriculums that people once were able to graduate out of high school.
Not some, all of them.
and get jobs. Yeah. So when you start getting down to the nitty gritty of it, and we've gone back to from back when Elaine Chow was the was in there at the FAA. So there's a lot of things, but when some of those grants went out to the colleges, so those kind of stories and what is happening, what drones are being used for. We talked about the reseeding, reforestation projects where it was seeding after forest fires, even the Turtle Tech program, using these things to monitor and save the turtles and stuff like that. Yeah. Those are the type of stories that I would like to also talk about, as well as when the next drone is coming out, and what features is on this thing. You know what I mean? And whether it costs too much, stuff like that. And not only like stuff like that, but also well, they haven't made much noise in a minute, but they've been innovators in some of this stuff. Zipline, companies like that, some of the stuff that they do. But I did want to mention that was it GoAERO has announced 11 stage 1 winners. So because we spoke on this, Lawrence, like with the GoAERO, but GoAERO prizes a $2 million international campaign. It's competition. Now, this competition is to create emergency response flyers. Right. Meaning that these students will be creating emergency drones for first responders, pretty much. And they have announced their 11 stage 1 winners. And in addition to that, there's 14 US based university teams, right, that will receive GoAERO awards with NASA's support to take their prototypes to the final flight.
To the innovators.
So when you get into these type of things, you're also looking at the fact that this competition has 198 teams from 85 countries worldwide competing in this. That's crazy. And yeah, man. And it's to, like I said, to design it's just designed to stimulate the innovation of aircraft equipment, cutting edge tools for I guess to conduct rescue response missions. So this is what this competition is for. It's a partnership between Boeing RTX and Honeywell, and I know for a fact that all of them right now are working in the drone industry. Right. Honeywell has already done instrument panels and controls for some of these cargo drones that we've mentioned here on the live stream. Is like stuff like this is what I'm talking about. This is where the college students, the kid who is going to build your next American-made Mavic or whatever, this is where he's got to come from. Yeah, that's the only way it's going to happen. As we keep stressing made in America, we're going to keep stressing how the only way to do it.
Well, I'm glad to see that stuff like this is happening. We had no idea. I agree with you. Ray of Sunshine goes, wow, that's awesome competition. We need to bring technology back to the United States. And we are doing it. It's happening before our eyes, Herman. Well, look at Aviation High School. Aviation High School here in New York City. They're teaching kids.
like I said, but it couldn't happen until when Elaine Chao gave that big push with that money, those grants that she gave to these colleges. Well, it couldn't happen.
Yeah.
It couldn't happen. They didn't have these programs in these colleges at the time.
That's true. That's very, very true.
You know, and this is where it's come from in 5 years that we've talked about some of these things. 5 years now.
Yeah, it's been. Listen, we did a story maybe about 2 years ago about aviation high school, how they're teaching students not to fly eVTOLs or learn about them, but to repair eVTOL engines.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that story about 2 years ago. So the money is trickling in, and we're starting to see a lot of this stuff happen.
If it doesn't start there, it's not going to happen here.
That's true. That's true. So to keep hope alive, we can do it the American way. It's just going to take a decade or so. But we're 5 years in, and already schools and colleges have money. You can take a college course and get your Part 107.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the days. Yep. We couldn't do that, Herman. We had to go online and take the course.
They didn't have it when we was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or when we were in school. Yeah.
There was no Part 107 then.
Yeah, so just think about that. The technology, and trust me, with all this technology, all these eVTOLs fighting to take off and land and get contracts with United Airlines like Archer did and Joby and companies like that, you need somebody to fix these damn things.
What?
You need somebody to build these things. You know, so
they break.
Yeah, so kudos to GoAERO, you know, for the money.
Actually, the thing is, when it comes like what you're talking about somebody needing to fix these things, the problem with that is just now you're going to have to try to get a job with one of these companies because the companies that build these eVTOLs, you say I build them, you purchase. Yeah. Well, when you purchase them, you get a maintenance plan. We fix them.
Right.
We maintenance them.
So you need in order to repair them, like someone coming out of aviation would look for a job in Arch or a Joby.
Right.
Because they know about that particular electric motor.
That school is actually going to fix them. And it would be smart that once these companies get going,
hey Ronnie,
to put money into those programs, to sponsor those programs. You know, like when I was in college, they had a program that was sponsored by Ford.
Yeah.
You know, and they got all kind of engines and stuff from Ford to beat on in the school.
Well, I had wanted to go to automotive for that, but my mom's wasn't having it. She's like, you don't know the type of people that go there. And I was like, what? I'm like, what? Come on. Some of my friends are going there. She was like this. You don't know. Automotive, when I was young, Herman, automotive high school was a little gully. I don't know how it is today. I don't know how it was before I went there, but when I was trying to go, my mom's wasn't having it.
You know what I don't understand about automotive high school?
What's that?
How, with the neighborhood that it's in?
I don't know, but
when I coached over there, it was like a fight every day over there.
That's what I'm saying. Yo. You go work on cars during the day and then, yeah.
Somebody bust your side of the head with a torque wrench.
Could you imagine? Please, man. But you could come out of that high school with the knowledge, mechanical knowledge that you needed to work on cars or to do whatever you wanted related to cars.
No, you're right. You're right. But see, once again, we're keeping them in line with how people make decisions.
Yeah.
Here's a school that has an automotive program in it, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's hope they switched over to e-cars or some type of technology.
And they don't have driver's ed.
I know. How asinine is that? You have a school
But I
that
believe
focuses
Grady
on
has an
cars.
automotive program too, which may be a better school.
Yeah, you have a point.
So I don't know. But you know what?
Guy Control was saying that he would hire a 17-year-old drone fixer right now.
A 17-year-old drone fixer?
Yeah, a drone mechanic right now.
Oh.
It's because they're sending them through school. Winter, it's like just storming out of the room. Oh, winter is like, you see what Ronnie put?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's how it is here in New York, man. Every time the weather hits 40, it drops back down. Seems like 40 is the marker, but it's supposed to do that. It's supposed to do that this weekend.
That's winter.
I have to go to Rockaway Friday.
Mars. That is winter weather, 40 degrees. We usually stay around that 40, somewhere in the 40s.
I remember winters in New York going outside with light jackets on and around.
Our winters are mid to low 40s. And occasionally it drops down into the 30s. We are getting some cold weather this year. Just a little bit. Nothing to write home about. I'll take the cold as long as it doesn't come with a couple of feet of snow.
Yeah, for real. For real, definitely. I can agree with you on that one.
I'll take the cold, but as long as it don't come with a couple of feet of snow.
We've had 3 minutes past our final.
Really? Okay. Well, let's check it out. Sponsor. For 10% off on all Nanook products, use the coupon code PhantomFlight10 for 10% off all Nanook products. Protect all your gear. Drones, gimbals, cameras, watches, guitars, all kinds of things. They make specialized cases for whatever your need may be. Check out the link in the description. Feel free to check it out and use the coupon code PhantomFlight10 for 10% off. And we're back. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't know, but I do know that there is things happening in this drone world that we never thought we would see. Never thought we would see.
True.
They put LiDAR on mini consumer drones or small consumer, mid-tier consumer drones.
Yeah.
Wow. One of these days, I guess they'll have full-fledged LiDAR on a drone that you can just purchase like that. And where the drone will be able to operate in GPS-denied area. Who knows? Don't lose GPS.
It's to the point now where eventually that LiDAR technology will have to get cheaper because they're constantly changing it. But think about it. You already have cars driving around with LiDAR, using LiDAR. You already have cars using it.
It's not so much that it's changing. It's how it's being used.
True. That is true. That's true, because if you remember the Helios drones, they was used to go into Chernobyl so they could see if it was safe to go inside. And now that same Helios drone is mapping forest and other areas that we would have never had a chance to do without LiDAR. So I can see the usage changing.
Because it can go in places where there's no GPS and you might have interference and it can bump into things and continue to move.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
It's kind of where the concept of the drone soccer went. That's another thing we covered here.
Uh-huh. Which is popular because in China, they actually have 15 teams from 15 schools, middle schools, and they're starting to make it a really big thing. Now kids are getting into drone soccer, like it's becoming the phenom over in Asia. I don't know about any place else. I have heard in
They,
South America
they have it
someone trying
here
it.
in the United States in a couple of schools. We did the story on it. The gentleman who
Yeah.
started the program at his school.
Yeah, definitely. But we
Did that a few years ago.
I'm just
And
trying
that's
to make
what
sure.
I mean by the stories that I want to get back to. Did you hear about this, Lawrence? Over in let me make sure I get this right. the UAE, they happen to be
Which
mapping
is
air corridors for air taxis and cargo drones, believe it or not. The United Arab Emirates, known for their skyscrapers and their artificial islands,
yeah.
as well as their indoor ski slopes, they've turned their attention to the sky, Lawrence, where they have a big campaign to what they're going to be doing is mapping corridors for flying taxis and for drones.
Right.
When I mean drones, meaning like cargo drones and transporting and shipping. This here comes from the nation's General Civil Aviation Authority, and they hope that this project will be up and running in 20 months. Believe it or not.
They're not playing.
Yeah, they're not playing.
They have a few of those sheiks and kings over there. They have money to turn desert areas into hotel resorts. So
Mhm.
the fact that they're doing this, they're basically building a UTM, unmanned traffic management system, which we've also done stories on.
Mhm.
But now they call it advanced air mobility.
Well, that's what it's been called for the
Well,
longest,
yeah,
advanced air mobility.
yeah.
This is what a collaboration of what the Technological Innovation um, Institute and
Yes,
Aspire, which
yes.
happen to both be based in Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
So if this goes well, as all according to plan, they should have air taxis, passengering people around by what 2026.
Yep, that's what they're shooting for. That's definitely what they are shooting for. By 2026, they will have those highways where there will be passenger drones along with delivery drones. And yeah,
Now you know what I think is funny. We we first started talking about these air taxis and urban air mobility and advanced air mobility, and they were shooting for actually this year to actually get started. Some like Volocopter wanted to fly these things at the Olympics. That was their aiming point, but I guess due
right.
to regulatory standards and having to meet certain things because it was a new idea, they were
Ehang was
able to
talking
make
about
that.
Ehang was talking about doing it also. In fact, not to the Olympics, but Ehang was trying to carry athletes to and from the hotel to the arena, I believe it was. But that
Ehang,
story, Ehang was trying to
which
get that
athletes? The
contract
gymnasts,
along with Volocopter. Huh?
the gymnasts.
No, stupid.
Who else is going to fit the Ehang?
Yeah, I guess. So you can fit 4 of them in there, as tiny as they are. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Because those
you
Ehang
get the
drones are
basketball
okay.
players in there. That's right.
Yeah, with his knees up against the windshield, right?
No, it was out the glass.
But
Walk
somehow that
around
guy
with it.
get right off really quick. Yeah, right. Have to stick his arms out the windows.
Yeah, no, but
Angie, you staying out of trouble?
Oh, Angie, where is she? Where
Yeah, I see her. I see her in the chat. I'm just messing with her, just asking if she's staying out of trouble. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Last we heard, she was grabbing up some manager in Walmart by the collar. No, I'm just playing. Angie's sweet. She would never do that. Could you imagine?
What?
I wouldn't know what to do if I heard she did something like that. But she says trouble finds her. Oh, here we go.
I'm leaving this alone.
The views and opinions heard tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everyone on the panel and or in the chat. Okay, we're covered.
That's it.
You're covered too, Angie, by me saying that.
I'm just having some tea.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, we'd like to say,
Yeah,
if the Osmo 7 by Christmas it should be cheaper than $90. So for Christmas, I'm gonna try and give away an Osmo 7 on Christmas, sometime around Christmas, or maybe the holidays. We'll see. Maybe something better will be out.
Scrooge McDuck.
I have to be. I'm learning.
Listen.
I'm learning, bro.
The anniversary is April 24th.
Really? Yeah.
6 years.
6 years? You know what? Maybe I'll give away Osmo 7 on our anniversary.
6 years.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
6 years right here. Live streaming.
Angie says her manager knows what she drink. Ha ha.
Uh-oh.
See?
Angie, what you be doing to
or
those
some goes ass kicking juice. Arse kicking juice.
What do you do to these people?
Listen.
Oh God.
I don't know.
I'm gonna find out. You're gonna hear about it on the news.
I hope not. As soon as I hear Texas drone pilot, female.
Oh, they're not gonna report it like that.
Oh, what are they gonna do?
They're gonna report. They're gonna say female, but they're gonna report.
Walmart employee.
She flipped out and swooped out a manager, or supervisor, or whatever. Right. The whole team. One time, look, set them all up. Sleep. You two come in. Sleep.
Where do you think you're going? I hope not. I hope not. She's a good person. I know it. I used to have that lifestyle.
When they come in, playing the video games.
RJ, be safe, man. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, crazy female Walmart employee. See? Did she know what to say? Squabble up on the store. Oh, exactly, Draymond. Walmart employee squabble up on the store manager. Yep.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yes, it would. It would.
Even though sometimes they need it.
Huh?
Even though sometimes they need it. You know when you got to go to Walmart, it's an adventure.
It is.
In Miami. Nah, bro. Go to the one in Miami. I dare you not to be able to find something.
Really? What happened? What do you mean?
You don't speak Spanish, you can't find shit in there.
Oh, that's what you mean. Are you serious?
Nah, and they will tell you plain and simple, I don't speak English.
In the store, the employees. Yes. Wow. I remember you telling me that. I do remember you coming back from there mentioning that.
When I was in Miami,
what's up, Draymond? How are you, man?
I was trying to find something. I was walking around. I was like, can I speak to you for a second?
And all you heard was no speaking the English.
No. You got to look for somebody to know that they speak it.
Angie says the employees there are all Spanish. She's picked up a lot.
Never mind.
Okay. I could imagine. Anyway, Lilium.
Yeah.
And all I can say is,
guards, I found out what happened.
really?
Yeah. I found out what happened. Because you said,
Well, please tell me, because I've sold every stock I had of them.
Oh, well, I mean, this promise. Well, let's get into it because you brought it up. But Lilium is circling the draining. As their funding Woes Persist. What's happening with Lilium? Lilium is in need of money bad. They are waiting on a $2 million Christmas Eve rescue deal that was made, where they were supposed to receive 200 million.
Yeah.
To keep things going, but at this point right now, employees remain unpaid. Employees.
Wow.
Operations are on hold with Lilium as far as them meeting the certifications and stuff like that. Right now they're on hold with all of that stuff, and management seems to be considering filing for insolvency, which they've done before,
Yeah.
last year in October. I don't know. They're still, like I said, waiting for this $2 million bailout, and most of their funding right now, whatever money they do have, happens to be coming from what's this Innobat founder? What's her name? Marion something here. Beck. So she happens to be their main founder. She's the one that's actually keeping these guys alive. So Lilium right now is suffering, and they actually do have a very good product. I think they have one of the best ideas and for this air taxi thing. This is
I thought so too.
A little bit more luxurious than some of the other ones that I've actually seen. This is these are actual jets with a pilot in it.
Yeah,
and still able to carry 4 passengers and all their luggage. This is probably one of the biggest that we've seen. And it doesn't have props. It's got jets.
Yeah, it's a little, actually, jet turbines.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wish that they could get the funding to keep this going. And, like, she's really what's keeping them alive right now. So.
Well, all I can say is I've sold all my stocks, so I don't give a fuck.
Well, Lawrence took his money out, so
I'm sorry. I apologize. I digress.
You know what? Actually, if you actually bought 2 million shares, the company'd be all right.
Yeah, go figure, right? They probably would.
And they might not have been ready for that, though, to publicly trade it. But I guess that's what was going to keep them.
I would agree with you. I think they did go public a little too early. But if you remember, we did stories. You did stories, and they made $1 billion. They got 500 million one time, and then turned around and got another 600 million after that.
The lady.
Yeah.
She's keeping them afloat.
Well, it's funny because they go on to say that on Christmas, if it wasn't for that 200 million on Christmas, staff may not have gotten paid.
Right, and some money that they were supposed to receive, they never got.
Yeah. So I feel for them. I thought that this would if anyone would have took off, they were one of the first. I
Yeah, I
if
love
I'm
this
correct,
idea.
before
Out of all.
Jobby and Archer to get their certification for certain certifications to be able to take off and land.
Mm-hmm.
They did a lot of testing mad early before then, if you remember.
Thought this was the best one.
I did too, until I had to sell all the stock I had in them. And I took a loss. If you had stock in
Scared
Lilium,
money don't make no money.
scared money don't make no money. I would have looked at the account one morning and it was said zeros.
Okay.
I had to sell. In fact, I took it and put what
Hold
I
a second.
did sell from Lilium, Herman. I
You was
took
gonna
and
jump
put
out
it
the window.
on. I put it on Archer and Jobby.
You was gonna jump out the window if you had lost that.
Oh no, no,
Okay.
no,
So then you'd have been
No.
all right.
no. Oh hell no. I took what little money I made off of them without. I took it as a loss, but I just said let me put it on Archer and Jobby. And that's what I
You've
did.
heard those stories, right? Of people committing suicide during the Depression.
Yes.
I'm like, yo, how are you that you would just commit suicide? I'm like, I'm not gonna be there when y'all get evicted.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Huh?
You know you got issues, right?
Huh?
You know you do have issues, right?
But that's what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You lost all your life savings or whatever money you lost, right? During the Depression, right? So you commit suicide. What about your family?
Right? I hope you had an insurance policy.
That's what I'm hoping. Did they do that?
Right.
That's tough.
It is. I would agree.
But
Definitely.
We move on. And what is happening new in the drone world for this year? I mean, where are we going? I was still waiting to see what's going to happen now with these tariffs.
Well, tomorrow morning.
I think that tomorrow we got the launch, but I'm looking at the tariffs and how they may affect us, and I'm not so sure that we're gonna, because sometimes you blow hard and talk tough to get the other guy to to come along sometimes. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Although, when you send in the goons, man, to come get this, to take these tolls out of Manhattan.
Well, supposedly, an order was sent to Governor Hochul that tolls were supposed to be turned off today. I saw it on the 5 o'clock news, on the 4 o'clock news. And she got on TV and said, I'm not turning the damn tolls off. We're New York and we're a sovereign city, and I'm not turning them off, damn it. And she had people standing behind her. So I want to see the response now. He wrote an executive order to cut them off.
Well, don't worry about it, because I'm quite sure they're going to find where in Washington the MTA is squandering some dope.
Oh, I'm sure of it too. You remember they did that. They did that about a decade back.
Yeah,
MTA was like, we got to raise the fare.
When they had the surplus, and by the end of the year they was dead broke.
Yep.
They never had another surplus again.
They were going to raise the price, and New York City and people were in an uproar, and they said, we're not going to pay it. And whatever, make a long story short, all of a sudden this money came out of nowhere, right, Herman? All of a sudden they had a surplus, and they weren't raising the fare.
We're not worried about that, Gary.
What did he say? Tariffs come and New York goes dark when Canada shuts off the power.
What you need to do is go up to the refrigerator coal factory y'all got up there and shut the power down over there.
Turn that off.
Turn the fans down over there. It's blowing this way too fast.
Well, tariffs already hit me for $780 on my drone purchase. What did you purchase? Which drone did you purchase? Because I'm noticing that too, Herman. The prices on Amazon and certain places on things that you will order from overseas has gone up. It's already happening.
I know.
What is it you ordered, CT Pirate? If you don't mind me asking.
They're gonna implement them whether you're paying them, whether they're paying it or not.
Yeah, true.
What you get? What you get?
Matrice
Okay.
4T.
So you're saying it was a 700? I don't understand.
No, they already hit them with $780 extra in taxes on the Matrice 4T.
Yeah, but the price.
That's crazy.
The price on it wasn't. It was always what? What is it going for now? Just the basic.
I'm looking now
because I could look it up. I was going to see if he could put it in the chat real quick because it was always more than the Mavic.
Okay,
series.
I'm googling what was the price of the Matrice 4T in 2022. In 2022, it was $7,299. There's another place, $7,299. And then there were other places. That was it by itself. There were other places that I see.
Just came out.
Huh?
The Matrice 4 just came out.
Oh, the E4E. They started 5K, Draymond says.
Right.
That's what it is. That's still wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what they were going for.
Okay.
I didn't think that the prices were really hard yet. I didn't see that.
Starting to see the difference. I'm starting to see the difference in it.
They were already more.
Well, actually, a few of the FPV shops, like Race Day Quads, we're starting to see the difference in electronic parts and flight controllers and ESD. The 4T starts at 7K. Yeah. Okay.
They ain't paying any more either.
That's crazy, though. Yeah, he said, yeah, and you add a battery or two, and right now you can only get one battery. Right. Yeah. I remember we had mentioned something about that. They were only giving out one battery with each purchase. No more fly more bundles or something to that effect.
Who?
You might as well get the 4T instead of getting the Mavic 4.
Right. See, this is what it was because it was over.
He said he's got 5 batteries. Yeah. That's a little bit of change.
That's why I was saying at the one point I was like, I should have waited, but then I was like, you know what? No, because we got it at the right time with the right price. Before that, the price went up.
Yeah.
That is the only way I could see the difference in the price. But as far as the Matrice series, it was always more than the Mavic series by a few $100s. To the tune of about $1,000.
Yeah. Frank Rizzo, Jody said, just buy up a bunch of used Inspire 1V2s.
That's not bad though. Even though if I had to see the thermal drone now,
yeah,
I might even go look for if they can get a Mavic.
The Mavic and thermal.
7,000?
How much?
That's 8,000 right there for the Matrice 4 for the thermal.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now on DJI site.
Okay.
Yeah. For the thermal, $799.
Gary, we appreciate you, but Herman, it's that time.
Yeah, it ain't that time.
Don't forget to check out the live streams that are on, guys. We appreciate you for coming through.
Is anybody else tonight?
Next week, I'll probably have like a 5 to 7 minute segment, FPV only.
No one's on.
No one's on tonight. Oh, okay.
Not right now.
Right. So
see here, look. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because here, look at the price of the It's only a few. Oh, yeah, it's a couple $100. Yeah, because it's.
I agree with you, Jody.
The
The
Mavic
taxes
3E,
would kill it, kill the
the
deal.
Mavic
You see what
3E.
you see what Draymond put? The M4 series is not much of an upgrade for the drone. The real upgrade is in the new controller.
Right, and that was what I was looking at, because I'm looking here, right. So the Mavic 3 Enterprise is $38.99.
Okay, CT Pirate says I have a 3T going up for sale. I hear you.
Do tell.
Yeah, you have a 3T. You may have to hit us up in a DM. Hit up Herman in the DM, bro. You see him? He said, "Do tell."
I'm looking here. The Mavic 3, right? The thermal. Whoa.
Yeah.
You might as well go buy the Matrice.
Really?
If you're buying the combo.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
I'm missing some of that Havana rum, bro.
Oh, here we go. Gary, he wants you to hurl some over the fence so he can go upstate and can dig them out of the snow.
I'm missing it, man. Yeah, right. Just tie a balloon to it. I'll find it.
He said there's got to be a spot where you can hurl some over the fence.
For real. Or float it across the water or something. Now he says never crash under 200 hours for 3T. You hear, Herman?
I hear him. I hear him.
Do tell.
I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I mean, I'm not ready yet. I gotta have that meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, and I have to go out in the morning. I have to run.
I'm a big boy.
I have to go out
by myself.
Huh?
I'm a big boy. I can handle a meeting by myself.
Okay. All right.
No,
cool.
I got to talk to him because it is a company that actually hit me up about that.
All right.
About some.
All right. Cool.
Who knew?
See, Marcel says Niagara Falls it. You just got to catch it before it reaches the falls.
No, there's got to be an easier way. Or you know what? Meet them by the border. And when you go like, yo, what's that? And then just hand them the bag. You walk up to the border agent and be like, what is that? And just hand Lawrence the bag and just Lawrence will grab the bag and go the other way.
Yeah, right. Or we could call each other adopted brothers, Gary, and meet at the border. Could you imagine? I'm going to see my long lost adopted brother. He's black, you know.
And just hand him a bag. He had you a bag.
Yeah.
So we got to worry about it. It was good.
We have the same bag. We hug and switch bags.
You watch too many movies.
We got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's that time.
Yeah, it is. We appreciate you guys. We really do.
But don't forget, man. Don't forget, Lawrence.
Yes.
April.
Yes, April. I know.
April.
I know.
April.
6K, 60 frames.
I just like the electronic ND filters from 4 to 64. But
I'm hooked on the 6K.
A lot of people think you won't need filters for it. You'll still need filters for other things.
Oh, you hear? Did you see what Gary put? He's black, but really pale from the Canadian cold. The guy's got issues. Gary, I love you, man. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk soon, real soon. Anything you want to say, Herman, before we get out of here?
I'm waiting on you to say what you gotta say.
So be safe, fly safer, and stay warm.
Yes, please stay warm. And with that, we'll see you next time with those guys. Good night, everyone. Get out and fly your drones. Good night, everyone.